as we progress in our careers and as we progress in our businesses, there comes a stage wherein we want to look at what are the best practices, how we can improve, how we can standardize, how we can look at the best things that are available around us, and is there a possibility for us to benchmark against how things are moving. This is a natural process when it happens in life as you grow in your professional journey as well, right? So herein we have somebody who has been helping multiple organizations achieve that, not only from the current perspective, but also ensuring that they are able to build it over a period of time and leave a legacy, a positive legacy over a period of time. It's a privilege for me to have Sulakshana joining us today. Thank you so much for taking out your time and joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, and it's a privilege to be with you on this podcast. Thank you again.
Before we get into the professional part of it, let me start by understanding what has been your personal journey so far.
Yeah. Yeah, it was an amazing journey. I am a graduate engineer. After that, I did my graphic designing course. I was working for a few years as a graphic designer. Then, by the grace of God, I got twin kids, and took a sabbatical for them. Wanted to spend valuable time with the kids. Then at certain point, me and my husband, we both start let us we thought let us start entrepreneur journey, and we started planning for that. So around 2019 we started our first vertical, that is called QRServes Global LLC. It's quality, regulatory and sustainability support for the manufacturer, traders and distributors. And then we have another vertical in India. It's called SP Sports and Training Center. That is a sports center. So we cater to 1 year to 10 year old kids, and trying to merge studies and sports together in the same complex. So that was a journey till now. So as a part of QR Serves, we have served more than 300 clients in 5 different continents, and it's going good. It's going moving towards a positive direction.
Amazing. You're putting the thing so simply, Selection, as if just this is what happened. I appreciate that that you're putting it simply, but the journeys don't really happen that simple, right? So
Yeah.
you were born at a different place, and you moved across different geographies, right? Then within those geographies, you establish yourself, and now into business. So help
Yeah.
us understand a bit more on that also.
Okay. So I'm basically from Amravati, Maharashtra, Maharashtrian family. Then we moved to another part of India, that is Jammu. We have spent few years there. From Jammu, we got a good opportunity to move to the bigger and more developing part of the world, that is Dubai. And here we learned, evolved more. This is where my kids they born and brought up. And during this journey, we understood what business world is, how the countries grow, how small entrepreneurs grow. So yeah, it was an amazing journey.
Awesome. So within QRServes, you say you have worked with about 300 customers, right? So tell us how the journey started. Primarily from an entrepreneur, when you are into a comfort of a job, right, wherein there is a paycheck which is already available, then you have twins, right? And on the top of that, you decide to start on your own. The decision is not simple, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was challenging, but I will not say. So keep it simple. Packing tiffins in the morning, then wearing your blazer and going for the meetings. It was a really a good journey to evolve as an entrepreneur, as a person, as a networker. So it was really amazing. During the process, we as a family also develop a lot. Kids become independent. Then when we were working in the company, when we were developing QR serves, so both of us, we are co-founder of the company. And when we started, it was not a big team. We were, as when we start a new vertical, so we were doing every part of the organization, from finance to sales to marketing to client facing work, audits, as in our vertical. Slowly team started building up, and we have a very good organization structure now. Sales and team has been taken care of by me, and the technical part taken care by Dr. Sudhir, and he has all the doctorates, pharmacist, chemist, and biotechnologist in his team, so they handle mostly the technical part of the vertical.
Amazing. So help me understand, how do you actually work with the companies? Share some examples so that we are able to understand that better.
Yeah. So as a QRServes Global LLC, we support in the field of quality, regulatory, and sustainability. We mostly work with manufacturer, traders, and distributors. Um, we can work as a outsource quality resource for the manufacturers to set up a benchmark practices for ISO implementation, documentation, training related to, then helping them for the audits, for vendor registration, developing certain system in the organization. So that is where our main contribution is towards the manufacturers. After that, the regulatory part comes. If they want to um, enter to the different zones in the world, different markets in the world, more developed market in the world, so we help them on a regulatory part for the for their market research, that is also called a regulatory intelligence report. Then for the proper label reviews and product registration or product notification in the that particular regulatory bodies.
Okay.
The third part comes, that is called a sustainability.
Yeah.
Sustainability companies for their energy management, for implementing the best practices in the organization. It's mostly work on ESG format, that is called environmental, governance, and social. So we help them for the documentation, for the trainings as well. So as a training goes with all three verticals, for quality, regulatory, and sustainability as well.
Amazing. So can you tell us some of any particular company which started with you at the beginning and it has grown with you over the years?
Yeah. We have very interesting clients. So we became a part of those people who dream, who try to um who dream big, who try to enter to the new world. So I'll start with the small client on the initial days. I will not say a small client, but the startup company who were dreaming to enter to Dubai market, and they just started their manufacturing plant, and we helped them to launch their products in Dubai market. So the process was, we are glad, I'm glad to share that the process, we made it so simple and clear for them. Then they entered, venture out to Canada market, so there also we support them. Then, on the other hand, we work with many multinational companies, many big giants of the markets for the product registration. One of the big brand in India, it's Ayurvedic cosmetics brand. We help them to enter to Dubai market, and as a result, we are again will be going to help them for the UK and UAE, Europe market as well. Then on the another client who is a big giant in oil and gas sector, we are helping them for material safety data sheets. We are successfully helping them for all their safety data sheets in all the languages required for all their export purposes. So, yeah, it was a very interesting journey. And when we become a part of somebody's dream, that is where we feel achieved, and the team also gets motivated. So, those are some of the achievements.
Amazing. A lot of companies in India are currently also looking at UAE as a very important market, and there is a huge traction for companies to explore as to how they can come and work in this market. What would be your guidance to those companies who want to enter the market?
Yeah, guidance is when they are planning for any market, whether it is Dubai, whether it is USA, Australia, Canada, so they should plan their entry properly. That is called a regulatory report or market research, we called in a simple language. That should be done properly with proper support in who are experts into that market, and then plan for the proper entry, because regulatory compliances are plays very important part when you want to become a market leader into that particular country or market. Some of the markets are really developed, like USA, UK. The regulatory is very properly handled there. Some of the markets in the world, they are still evolving. So we should be knowing where we want to enter. I mean, where they are planning to enter, and that particular support. Um, how to get and how to handle that part. Yeah.
Agree. The other part what we're talking about here is on the sustainability side, right? While it is a huge buzzword, does like do the companies really work or it's only the documentation?
Yeah, that's an interesting part. Most of the people, most of the companies or organizations, um, they doesn't know the larger view of the sustainability part. So if it will be used in a proper way, with a proper guidance, with the proper experts guidance, it will be really helping all the organizations, and definitely to the countries developing their markets, or overall countries GDP. So and definitely for our future generations. Yeah, so that which I told you, environmental, governance, and social, it's a complete circle for any organization. When we handle our expenses, when we handle our team, when we handle the environment, we are working in the, because some of the companies, they have large uses of water consumption, electricity consumption, or wastage like some chemicals. And if everybody will do their part properly, uses a sustainability word or the concept properly, it will definitely help country or our environment on a larger basis.
Agree. Can you help us with some of the examples and how you have helped some companies on this sustainability journey?
Yeah. So there is a company in UAE, and we were helping them for their sustainability report. Some of the governments or some of the departments, they are really looking after the, especially for the listed companies. If they have their sustainability report in place, their energy management or energy calculation in place, they have a proper team size which is based on the SDG goals, the 17 goals which United
Yes.
Nations has given. Yeah. So government is giving lots of subsidies in terms of water, electricity, and other things also, if socially also.
Great. Any example that you would be able to share with us?
Yes, so I was telling you about the paper manufacturer in this part of the world.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
have supported them for their sustainability report, their energy management system, and it is a team of more than 300 employees. So to collect the data from all departments and make it one copy of that, a proper documentation, and training of on all the level of their organization, like managerial level, then the workers level. So we have handled all parts of that, And my team also during the process learns a lot, and that has helped them to achieve many good benefits from the government. And definitely the on a overall, um, it improves the face value of the company if they really want to enter to UK and Europe market.
Completely agree. Now, while so far we are discussing completely on the technology, the QRS part, the quality, regulatory, and sustainability part, and all of a sudden we also in the beginning spoke about a venture which is about relating the kids and integrating their studies and sports together. So while doing all this particular part, where did the concept of working with the kids came through?
Yeah, I can say that was always my dream to open a kids school or play school. That was a smaller dream I saw sometimes, that I want to open a play school because I love kids. I love spending time with kids. But I never thought that it will become so big now. We have more than 500 admissions, and parents are happy because when the kid comes for abacus or maths tuition, they are, after that 1 hour, they are even doing skating or badminton or basketball and going home after 2 hours. So it is benefiting to parents also. Slowly we are developing that system when the parents are waiting for 2 hours there, so they can also have their Zumba class or the chess class. And that is how day by day, on the parent suggestions or on our experiences, that also we are developing. So morning hours, we have a play school now that we started recently, 1 year before, and afternoon the classes and tuition starts.
Amazing. So it's a holistic development for a kid at that age, right? So there is a
Yeah,
sports, there is education, there is also some hobbies that they are building.
yeah. Nowadays, I feel only studies are not important. So, how to make it available for kids, that sports part, because sports is that plays a very vital role when kids are developing, when kids are growing, because every day they face challenges. The brainstorming happens during the sport. That is very important. That I try to give it to my kids also by helping them to choose their sports to become excellent in some of the sports. So that team building activity and winning and losing part, that's a very large part of the growing up. So I really believe in that. So we are still learning and still evolving our things, but parents are happy and they want to be a part from morning, whether it is a yoga class for all the moms or the chess class for the fathers or Zumba class for mothers. And kids are definitely the main integral part of the center.
Amazing. Now that we're talking about the kids and the coming, the younger generation stepping onto them, how do you see the youngsters preparing for the corporate world now? Do you think they are ready or they still need to do something more to get ready?
Yeah. So I really want to talk about this part, what is called BNI. During my journey, it really helped me in my entrepreneur journey to develop those connections, to learn networking. So I'm completely impressed with nowadays kids, how they are confident, how uh, they are active, and their learning capacity, the technology part in during their learning times. So but they for I mean, from my side, I really want to tell them that building relationship is, they should really focus on their entrepreneur, or they are working somewhere, or they are trying to develop some portfolio or their own companies. So The networking goes hand in hand with building relationship, that they should really learn how to network and how to develop those valuable connections. So you yourself will learn from them, from others experience, and together it will definitely benefit your company.
That's a very good insight. So starting early, building, working on this part. So that is one part when you are learning, right? When you
Yeah.
come to the profession, right, and when you want to start the profession, right now there appears to be a kind of a race, right? People want to grow up just fast, and there is a ladder. There is a everything tag put in that unless you are fitting into this salary tag, it is not worth it. It can be 2x, 3x of your number of experience, right? Everything has come to those excess, right? Not about building the career. What would be your advice to the young professionals who are currently looking at building a career, and primarily who people who want to work in the areas that you are operating? I believe the area that you are focusing currently, all three make a lot of sense in the years to come. The world is moving more towards the regulatory part, and as we talk about the cross global transactions or the material moving everywhere, right? Everything needs to be standardized. So this field is something which is only going to grow and become more and more critical as we progress. What would be your advice to youngsters who can explore the careers, how they can move to this kind of a field, and how they can grow in that?
Yeah. So, talking about the first part, I definitely want to advise that when we venture out into the profession, uh, the first thing what everybody, whether young or experienced people, we should be thinking of, we should stop competing with the outside world. More than that, we should work on our own skills. There should be a set target for ourselves. There should be a journey. There should be a vision board of our own. Than competing and running here and there with different companies, different packages. Um, if they will get that support at that age, um, by any ways, whether they have a good boss, they join a good organization. But I think that that is how they should learn, that first they should have their own vision board than running behind the world and behind other people. So quality and regulatory is a very special field, wherein uh, we can see mostly the pharmacist or biotechnologist, or those who comes into the research field. So for them it's definitely experience how they enter to that part of the organization. If they join some manufacturing plants, or any organization which is a regulatory support for the companies, so during their journey in the system, they will understand what part of a regulatory, or what part of a quality they are into, whether they are into more into microbiology part, or developing different formulas, or uh, or a compliances, quality checks, quality compliances. So that part they will learn throughout, the which is more fascinating for themselves, and then they can select their mm, vertical. Yeah.
True. So it builds on, so build on whatever that you are liking. So will make more
Yeah.
sense on this part. And
Be-
this sir, yeah.
because this vertical specifically, there is no special degree for this part. But yes, in the master, when they do the masters, there is a certain part of quality and regulatory, and from that they will understand if they want to start or come towards this side. So definitely they will, when they will enter into that organization, they will understand if they are interested or not. But yes, there should be a good support, and this field still needs a lot of myth busting activities, and we are trying to do that.
Yes, it does need that part. So the biggest myth or not the myth, but something which is equally important, but very vaguely defined today, is the sustainability part. So if somebody wants to get into a sustainability part, what should be their process? How they can get into this field?
Sustainability, I will say, more than the older generation or the experienced people, the younger one are more aware about the sustainability,
Yes.
because the schools and colleges are working on many such conferences, or we can say that is called MUN, Model United Nations, those types of conferences. So kids are already knows about the SDG goals. Schools are working on a larger scale. Like I know my kids also goes for MUN, so they prepare for a certain country. They represent that country. What are the challenges that country is facing? Whether it's a hygiene part, whether a poor food part, whether it is environment part. So definitely, kids are more aware than our or the experienced one. So they will definitely understand when they will start their journey, whether sustainability is good, or I mean, for interest them or not. So
Fair
I
point.
think for younger generation, I don't think that much of a training is required, because they are already doing that in their school and college life.
Fair point. I think this answers this whole part clearly. Uh, any final message to the professionals or to the companies, who how they should be looking at this? Because a lot of people feel that this is a cost, right? And because of the cost, they always go and tend to find the shortcuts and then land into a bigger trouble. So, what would be
Yeah.
final message to the companies, and how they should look at both quality regulatory, sorry, all the three: quality, regulatory, and sustainability together?
Yeah. So in when we see ABCD also, the Q comes, the Q quality comes after prices. So it should not be. No, sorry, I want to. What I want to say here. Yes. Quality comes before the profitability, and when we will first work on quality, so definitely profitability will increase. And if this system we companies will adapt at the start of their journey, it will evolve slowly throughout, and the remaining journey will be definitely easy, and easy to accept and implement for their team.
Amazing. So, on this great note of just putting the thing simple, as Sulakshana has been doing it throughout this conversation, keep it simple, start early, and build it over a period of time for you to grow. Thank you so much, Sulakshana, for your time today. It was an absolute privilege talking to you, and I believe that this message echoes across the audiences here, and they start on their journey soon. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.